The Wealth Nation channel is going to be very different moving forward. The past year has completely changed our lives, and we need to share with you what we've been up to. My name is Carmen.
And I'm Darius. Before we go into life updates, we need to share some background information first, and it starts with our YouTube channel. We originally created our YouTube channel to help educate the public about finances and life insurance, and we wanted to use ourselves as examples because we made a lot of mistakes as it relates to both of those things, and we wanted you to learn from that.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to YouTube, when we initially started, we didn't have a lot of subscribers. We didn't have a lot of viewership. And we felt what we did then in the initial start was we talked about just how our life changed as we started making better financial decisions. And what happened is, as our viewership started to increase, YouTube also provided us with information that showed us exactly what people are watching, what titles we should make videos on. And we started to do that. And what we felt happened is, as our channel started to grow and we started to follow the YouTube algorithm and let YouTube dictate what we talked about, it took us away from our foundation of what our core audience actually wanted to watch. So over the past years, as we have been on YouTube, we started businesses, we had children, we traveled the world. And because we were following this algorithm, we didn't really have a chance to really talk about it the way we wanted to, because all those things that happen, it dictates how we make financial decisions and maybe even some of the investments that we made, because we want the financial freedom to support those different lifestyles. And we weren't able to, or we chose not to share that information with you because it didn't match with the algorithm.
And through all of that, what we recognize, especially most recently, is that AI can create any odd script, but Darius and Carmen can teach you life lessons. And we want to get back to storytelling. We want to get back to sharing our experiences with you, because that's what we truly are passionate about. And that's really why we started our channel in the first place. So today specifically, we wanted to share with you one of our huge life lessons that we've recently experienced, because it's not only changed our personal life, it's going to change how we do business. So if you saw our previous life update video,
since the last time we recorded a video, we actually welcomed our second child into our homes and our hearts.
Yes, we did. Our second baby girl. And what we didn't realize with our second child was our maternity leave was going to look a lot differently than what we pictured. Our baby girl has spent many days in the NICU, the neonatal intensive care unit, and we have been in and out of the hospital for the past 5 months. And she has a rather serious diagnosis that has completely changed our lives and changed everything that we do. And we wanted to make sure that we take a moment and just update you all, let you know where we've been, what we've been up to, and just give you a life update. We were celebrating the birth of our second daughter, Isabel, and Isabel unfortunately had a terminal disease. Now, we were blessed to spend 9 amazing months with Isabel, because per her diagnosis, we weren't supposed to have 2 weeks with her. But we learned through Isabel that love can change everything. And it has completely changed our lives and how we want to communicate to you. And although Isabel is no longer with us, we have tremendous insight and compassion for those who have lost loved ones and for those who will lose loved ones. Not to say that we didn't have compassion before, but once you've lived it and it's so close to home, you have a completely different life experience where you can be more relatable. And this, we feel, is going to completely change how we do business, because at the end of the day, we sell life insurance.
Right. And as life insurance agents and having to do a death claim, we can relate more with some of those other claims that people have to go through, because we are your agents for your entire life, or ours, whichever comes first. Now, another thing that happened as we spent 5 months in the NICU is we weren't working. We weren't creating content. But what happened is our business continued to thrive even in our absence, because of the people that we decided to hire around us to help us with our business. And that's another thing that we need to talk about and need to help people with, is how do you hire the right people? How do you set your business up so that it works in your absence? How do you work on your business and not in your business? Because there may become a life event where you can't physically work, or you can't physically be there to make all the decisions. You have to be able to make decisions, not just financial decisions, but also decisions in buying back your time so that you can spend time with your loved ones, so you can spend time with your family. For us, it's so that we could be in the NICU with our daughter every single day for 5 months.
Mm-hmm. And even when we brought Izzy home, for us, it was just the opportunity to, spend as much quality time that we could with her, and knowing that we had an amazing team of people who were behind us supporting our business, and an amazing following who continued to support us even in our absence.
Yeah. Oh, and not to mention an amazing nursing staff that came with us from the hospital to help us with all the different machines that our daughter had while she was in hospice at home with us.
Mm-hmm. So the topic of life insurance obviously is near and dear to our heart, because we recognize that having a death in the family, there is significant power and peace that comes with knowing that you have life insurance, knowing that your income can be sustained should something happen to you for your loved ones, and knowing that through grieving, through the transition, and also knowing that everything that you're going through in your life, just through grieving alone, having the peace of mind to know that your lights can be sustained, knowing that your mortgage can be sustained, and whatever comes along with it is so important to know that you have these pieces in place for your family. So that's why we want to continue to communicate how powerful this tool is to transform your lives, to transform your heirs' lives, and to share with you what we have experienced through submitting our own daughter's death claim. That's heavy information that you need to know, because it's going to change your lives if you ever have to experience this yourself.
Right. So just like we said, over the past years, we've had a lot of experiences where we've made horrible financial decisions. We got into a lot of debt. We had to get out of that debt. We've used life insurance. We started multiple businesses. We have online community where we can learn from each other, where you're not just learning from our mistakes, or we're not the only ones making mistakes. It's the fact that we need to collectively learn from each other so that we don't continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. Mm-hmm. Yes, we've had this experience where we had to bury our daughter, but through that, we can relate more to you as a life insurance agent, because we've dealt with the whole gamut of having to lose a loved one, how long it takes for that life claim. How do you put insurance on a child that has a terminal illness? What does term insurance mean to us now, because we had term insurance on our daughter? At what point do you get more life insurance policies? We've had all these experiences. We've done all these things so that you can learn from us, and not necessarily take our same journey, but take different pieces of it and apply it to your own self, because you have your own journey to go on yourself.
And it's our responsibility to our audience to make sure that we continue to provide you with life lessons that you can take and build on and use in your own lives. And we take this very seriously. That's why we said things are going to change for us as far as the content that we put out there, because we recognize that this is a life game, and we need to share with you the things that we're experiencing. You need to share with us the things you're experiencing, because when we all continue to come together and build inside of our community, amazing things can happen. And we want to support all of you out there who continue to strive for financial independence. Whatever we can do in our power to make sure that we give you the education that you need to elevate is what we're here to do. And that's why it's so important that you continue to educate yourself and surround yourself around people who are doing meaningful things and trying to change the lives of others, so that you can do the same in your community.
Right. Now, we say this all the time, that you should own your own lifestyle. But when we say own your own lifestyle, it's not just the finance piece. It's the time piece. It's the surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. It means so much more than it did when we first started talking about own your own lifestyle, because not only are we older and we have more experiences, but we also have responsibilities of being parents. We have the responsibility of being coaches. We have the responsibility of being an employer. We have a
husband and wife.
Husband and wife. We always had that responsibility.
That hasn't changed.
But owning your own lifestyle is different for everyone. And when we say own your own lifestyle, we want you to really take the reins and manage it and own it. Own your own lifestyle, because if you don't, somebody else is going to dictate your time. Somebody else is going to dictate how much money you make. Somebody else is going to dictate how much time you can spend with your family members. Somebody else is going to dictate how much time you have to grieve if you were to lose a loved one. So own your own lifestyle.
Or someone else will.